Have you ever made a plan to change your life, only to immediately blow it up like a cartoon villain? Welcome to the club. We love mapping out the perfect future version of ourselves, healthy, wealthy, and completely organized. But the moment we get close to that shiny new reality, something weird happens deep inside our programming. We consciously light a match and watch our own progress burn to the ground, whispering, "Whoops, did I do that?" It looks completely insane from the outside. Why would any rational brain choose to hurt itself? Believe it or not, there is an actual, deeply rooted survival logic behind our most self-destructive behaviors. Today, we are decoding the psychological mechanics of self-sabotage to understand why your brain fights your own success. Meet our buddy Stickman. He promised himself he'd start working out today, but instead he's 3 hours into an internet rabbit hole. He thinks he's just being lazy or lacking willpower, so he grabs a shovel and starts digging a hole of guilt. But human psychology shows that laziness is almost never the real culprit under the hood. Let's put on our scientist coats and look at the first hidden gear of self-destruction, the present bias. Your brain is hardwired to prefer a tiny slice of pleasure right now over a giant mountain of gold later. On the biological scales, a sweet donut in your hand completely outweighs a six-pack abs goal 6 months from now. So when faced with hard work, your ancient survival brain screams, "Press the emergency comfort button immediately." The second hidden gear is much sneakier, the profound, paralyzing fear of actual success. Success brings high expectations, change, and unknown territories that look like terrifying fire-breathing monsters to your brain. If you never truly try, you can never truly fail, so your mind retreats into a cozy cardboard box of safety. To your subconscious, staying stuck in a familiar, painful bush feels much safer than stepping into an unfamiliar paradise. This leads directly to cognitive overload, where your thoughts spin so fast you can't even process basic decisions. To cope with the stress, you sit right next to a procrastination bomb and play games to numb the anxiety. You stare at the blank page, sweating, demanding absolute perfection from yourself on the very first try. And when you inevitably hit a solid brick wall, you push against it until you are completely exhausted. Your mind goes into full-on defense mode, treating your own growth as an enemy it needs to fight off. You sit in the mud of your own low expectations, thinking, "Well, this is just who I am. I'm a mess." Or you overcompensate with massive, unrealistic goals, flying a fragile cardboard plane with zero actual preparation. The moment the wings inevitably snap off, you plunge back down to earth, confirming your worst fears. You look out at the world from inside a glass jar, feeling entirely disconnected from the person you want to be. You actively search for tiny flaws in your relationships or career, secretly hunting for a reason to escape. And when things finally crumble, you shrug and say, "See? I knew I would screw it up anyway." It's a twisted coping mechanism. Hugging a painful cactus gives you a strange sense of control over the pain. You keep walking forward while staring obsessively at your past mistakes until you jolt headfirst into a new disaster. You run for the nearest exit the exact moment things start going genuinely right for you. You run for the nearest exit the exact moment things start going genuinely right for you. Until finally, the frustration boils over and you scream, "Why do I keep doing this to myself?" Because your brain values predictability over happiness. But once you understand this, a light bulb turns on. The first step to breaking the loop is simple: stop beating yourself up and practice real self-compassion. When you stop digging the hole of guilt, you can finally sit down and look at your triggers with a calm mind. Accept that making a mistake or experiencing a setback is completely okay. It doesn't mean you are broken. Hit the giant green awareness button. Notice the exact moment your brain tries to run to the emergency exit. Take a deep, conscious breath. Give your logical brain a few seconds to veto the self-destructive urge. Put a band-aid on your anxious thoughts. Treat your mind like a scared friend, not a disappointing enemy. Forget about overnight transformations. Focus on planting a single tiny seed of a good habit today. Water that tiny sprout with small daily actions. Consistency beats intensity every single time. Slowly leave the broken gears of your past behind. Your history does not have to dictate your destiny. Your brain will start building brand new, healthy neural pathways, learning that growth is actually safe. Give yourself a massive double thumbs up. You are officially rewriting the logic of your mind. Do a little victory dance because you just outsmarted your deepest, oldest psychological trap. If you want to keep unlocking the secrets of your brain with simple science, smash that subscribe button right now. Be kind to your mind, step out of the loop, and we will see you in the next video, friends. Bye-bye.